Hey YouTube, welcome to a new video. I'm Philip Jacob and you're watching Metal Veins. On today's video, we are going to be reviewing the all-new BMW 6 GT. And this one is the 620D luxury line. The 6 GT has been recently launched, so this one is the 6 GT LCI, which means that it's a life cycle impulse. So let's go in detail about this car's review. While checking the exterior characteristics of the car comes with full LED headlamps, and they are adaptive LEDs. They have a range of 500 meters and can do the high beam, low beam, cornering all by themselves, and also the individual cut down of the LEDs for the opposite traffic. While checking out the grills, you get adaptive active as stream kidney grills, which means that they can open and close. Currently they are closed, so depending upon the engine's temperature, when you're driving the car, it can open and close. This in return increases the aerodynamic efficiency of the car. This being the luxury line variant gets a lot of chrome accents in the front, in the side and at the rear too. As per sensors, you get 360-degree sensors. As you can notice, it is embedded on this front bumper. And as per aerodynamics, you get air curtains and air breathers through which the air passes, reduces the turbulence formed inside the wheel arch, and goes away through this vent, which in return increases the handling characteristics of the car. The BMW 6 GT luxury line variant comes with these 18-inch alloy wheels. They also come with the run flat tire systems on them. The benefit of having this run flat tire system is that in case of a puncture, you can still drive at 80 km/h speed up to 80 kilometers with zero pressure inside them. And while checking the side profile of the car, you get chrome accents around the windows. You get electrically foldable mirrors with the indicators incorporated into them. The doors are frameless doors, so you get this sporty look when you open the doors. It is common for the front doors and the back doors. While checking out the rear, you get full LED tail lamps, and this 6 GT has a redesigned tail lamp in this new LCI model, and they have a 3D design also on them. You get a reversing camera assisting with the 360-degree sensors. You get an active spoiler which you can open and close manually, or it can do it automatically too, depending upon the vehicle speed, which increases the handling characteristics of the car again. And while checking out the bumpers, you get the sensors embedded into them as part of the 360-degree sensors. You get twin exhaust tailpipes which are trapezoidal in shape and again covered with chrome, and you also get a slim line of the chrome effect on the bumpers. While checking out the boot, you can open the boot just with a long press on the key itself or by using that button on the door. You get a large boot space. You can fold down the seats in a ratio of 40, 20 and 40 split just with the help of a switch over here, which I just pull and it folds down the seat for more space. For practicality, I have a 12-volt charging point at the back, just in case if I want to have a cooler box or anything at the back. Instead of any wires coming from inside, I can just attach it over here. We have few hooks for practicality out here and the medical kit down there. All in all, a great space at the back. The car comes with a welcome light carpet just below the car on either sides, which is not very visible right now, but at night they really give a good show when you lock or unlock your car. The engine is a 2-liter diesel engine which is powered by twin power turbo. It is coupled to a 8-speed automatic gearbox. The power output is 190 bhp and 400 Newton meters of torque. It can do a 0 to 100 in 7.9 seconds. So right now we are seated inside the BMW 6 GT luxury line variant, and as you can notice, we have this beautiful steering wheel with the multifunctions on them. Left hand side you have the controls for the speed limiter and the cruise control. Right hand side you have the controls for the media, calls and voice assistance too. You get paddle shifters on the steering wheel, left hand side for the downshift, right hand side for upshift. The instrument cluster is a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster. Left hand side you have the speedometer, right hand side you have the tachometer. Extreme left you have the fuel gauge and extreme right you have the temperature gauge. And also on the middle, you get the information of your navigation data too. And while checking on the side, on the doors, you have two memory functions for the driver's seat, electrical adjustments of the windows and the mirrors, and locking and unlocking of the doors. You can also open your boot by using that button over there electrically. The main screen again is a 12.3-inch touchscreen system. It has a support of Apple CarPlay and Android Auto also. So this is the iDrive 7, so you can have various widgets on the screen itself and the main menu on the left hand side. You get 4-zone AC, 2 zones out here and 2 zones at the rear. And going down, you have the controls for the air conditioning, which has a small touchscreen system, so that, let's say, I can adjust the blower by just touching the screen. And underneath this tray over here, I have a wireless charging pad, 2 cup holders, a 12-volt charging point. Going down, I have the shifter for the 8-speed gearbox, the controls for the iDrive. This one is a touchpad. For example, if I need to enter in data like the address or numbers, I can enter it out here itself. It has the auto hold feature and the electric parking brake. The car comes with 4-wheel air suspension system, so I can increase or decrease the height by using this button over here. This is the button to activate or deactivate the rear active spoiler. We have different driving modes such as Eco Pro, Comfort, Sport, and the adaptive mode also, and a switch to switch off the traction control just in case you want to go sideways. Going down, we have the handrest, which can be opened, and it has a C-port charging point and a small light lit for the space over here. For driver assistance, once we click on this button over here, we get the screen which shows the reversing camera with the 360-degree sensors. The main thing what we have is parking assistant and reversing assistant. Parking assistant can automatically park your car in bay parking or parallel parking. Reversing assistant remembers the last 500 meters of the path which you've gone forward, so that once you click on that, it can go back in the same 500 meters without you indulging on the steering input. And while checking the dashboard and the doors, you get the wooden accents with the brushed aluminum finishing on them. You get ambient lightings of 6 color combinations on the whole. We get Harman Kardon music system, 16 speakers on the whole, and 464 watts of output. And while checking out the seats, you get Dakota leather, which are genuine leather, and this one is called the cognac color. Apart from this cognac, you also get black, you get ivory white too. And let's go and be seated at the rear. Right now we are going to be seated at the rear, and as you can notice, you have this electric switch which can be used to control the rear seat reclining. So let's be seated at the back. We have 2 touchscreen systems at the back which are 10.2 inches. Just like the main screen, the front screen, we also have the screen at the back which has many of the informations at the back too. You can control the medias, few of the car's settings and everything as such. Mainly it's for the multimedia. This 6GT being a car which is more concentrated to the rear passenger, this really helps out. And as per input, you have the inputs out down over here. You have the HDMI port, you have USB ports, you have a Blu-ray disc reader in case if you want to watch any movies, and apart from that you can also have screen mirroring for the rear screens. And while checking at the rear, we have AC vents. You have the controls out here for the 4-zone. You also get an AC vent on the B pillar, so you get better cooling efficiency at the rear. I have a handrest which has 2 cup holders in them which can be opened and closed, and also a small space out over here which can be reclined completely. We have the beautiful cognac leather out over here. We also get an extra cushion which is right now missing, but if you buy the car you get an Alcantara head cushion which gives a lot more comfort when you're seated at the rear. The wood and the aluminum trims travel to the rear doors too, and you also have the ambient lightings on them. The car also comes with electrical sun blinders, so you can use it once you need your privacy. All in all, a wonderful space, and also to increase the roominess inside the car comes with a panoramic sunroof, which the front half can be completely opened to. So that's it from me on the review on the BMW 620d GT luxury line variant. I hope you like the review. If you like, please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in another video with another car. Until then, goodbye.